UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away. I am your intrepid host, L.A. Marzulli. This is a special presentation of UFO Updates. I want to talk again about the Miami alleged aliens at the Miami Mall. So we'll get into that. But first, a word from our trusted sponsor. Drug makers have paid a popular DNA ancestry app millions to access consumer DNA. For the price tag of a whopping $20 million, a pharmaceutical company will gain access to a vast collection of consumer DNA information. Folks, this is why tens of thousands use Virtual Shield 1 to protect their data. Virtual Shield 1 is an all-in-one security suite with an industry-leading VPN, the ability to help erase your online data from data mining sites, and identify protection that includes up to a whopping $1 million identity theft insurance policy. Now is the best time ever to get Virtual Shield 1 because every new sign-up gets a 60-day risk-free trial plus several other free bonuses. Get a free trial today by going to Virtual Shield /LA and the number 1. Once again, www.virtualshield/LA and the number 1. So John Adam, please put up that picture that I sent you. This came from another researcher. Allegedly, it shows a very clear picture of what appears to be some sort of an alien entity, allegedly from the Miami Mall incident. Here's what I have a problem with. Number one, AI. Now, we're going to show you a picture. John Adam, please put the Bigfoot picture up. Thank you. And you can see the Bigfoot, and next to him is a man that is barefoot, a beard, tattered clothing, and the Sasquatch is twice his height, so he's got to be at least a 12-footer. And he's leaning on what looks like a cane, and his knee is damaged. That's AI, all right? That's AI. When that first came across my desk, I looked at it and I went, I don't know. So I called my friend Scott Carpenter, and he said, yeah, this is the problem now, because AI can create such realistic images that you don't know what you're looking at. What is the truth? So really what we're trying to get down to here is, what is the truth? John, put the other picture of the so-called alien. If that's real, in my opinion, I would call that a tall white, because it's about 8 to 9 feet tall, a tall white. But anybody, not anybody, people that have good Photoshop skills, people who can manipulate ChatGPT or AI can create things like that. So once again, if you're watching this and you know someone who was there, I need 2 witnesses, not just one. In other words, anybody can take the iPhone and make a little TikTok thing, and I was there and people were screaming and we saw these images. So which is it? Is it these dark images that some people were saying that were there, that were very tall and shaky? Okay, I get that. But anybody can say anything, and that can be Photoshop too. Or is it the tall white? Look, what we do here on all of our shows, we seek the truth. Like for the Roswell, both films. Shameless plug, I get it. But here's the deal. We went to the debris field. We found 2 pieces of metal in the debris field. We had the metal tested. Thank you, Frank Kibler. Thank you, Chuck Zukowski. 2 different labs. It's a metal aluminum alloy, not invented till 1953. And it's not an exact match. It's not. So what we're looking at, the crash happened in 1947. The 2 pieces of metal that we found were buried about 6 inches below the surface. That's real research. And now we've got scientific data which shows us that it's an aluminum alloy from 1953. And that, of course, is evidence from a debris field. You can see that this is the actual piece of metal that we found, that Frank Kimbler found. So our two films about Roswell and the event, it's real investigative journalism. Am I going to fly to Miami and start interviewing people? It's not really in my budget. I really don't want to do that. But if you know 2 or 3 people that were there and they want to come on a Zoom chat, now we're talking. And maybe one of them saw something, or all 3, or 2 of the 3 saw something. So that's what we need. We need real evidence, not a fuzzy picture of what appears to be an alien that can be photoshopped or created through AI. Anyway, folks, since I've been talking about these, they are available. Streaming.lamarzulli.net. You can just download them and stream them. If you want the DVDs, lamarzulli.net. By the way, I will be in Lubbock, Texas this weekend. I hope to see you there. And right after that, of course, we do the Prophecy Watchers Conference late February. Thanks so much for watching. Remember, folks, UFOs are real, burgeoning, and not going away.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile, found sometime last week, has been inspected at Roswell, New Mexico, and sent to Wright Field, Ohio, for further inspection. Late this afternoon, a bulletin from New Mexico suggested that the widely publicized mystery of the flying saucers may soon be solved. Army Air Force officers reported that one of the strange discs had been found and inspected sometime last week. Our correspondents in Los Angeles and Chicago have been in contact with Army officials endeavoring to obtain all possible late information. Joe Wilson reports to us now from Chicago.
The Army may be getting to the bottom of all this talk about the so-called flying saucers. As a matter of fact, the 509th Atomic Bomb Group headquarters at Roswell, New Mexico, reports that it has received one of the discs which landed on a ranch outside Roswell. The disc landed at a ranch at Corona, New Mexico, and the rancher turned it over to the Air Force. Rancher W.W. Brizzell was the man who discovered the saucer. Colonel William Blanchard of the Roswell Air Base refuses to give details of what the flying disc looks like.